Hello everybody and welcome back to another quick tip. Today I want to talk to you about something here in Premiere Pro that's called Lumetri Color, and some people say Lumetri, potato, whatever you like to call it. It's a really great tool that you can use as you're adjusting your footage. Here I have some footage from a cell phone. I shot this a while back and it's not that great. I didn't have a good lighting setup and I didn't really have the ability to record myself well. And if we look at this, it looks kind of gray and kind of flat. Well, what Lumetri Color allows us to do is to take this gray flat footage and make it look like it has a bit more depth to it. And this is really phenomenal if you have footage that you shot with your phone. If you have footage that just doesn't look that good, you can really use it to your advantage. Now, I have Lumetri open here in this panel. If you happen to not see it, you can go to Window and then Lumetri Color, and that'll open that panel up. Now, with this program can get pretty deep. The settings on here you can get really deep with. But what I want to show you today is that you can use this just like editing a photo or video on your cell phone. Really simple, really basic, and in just a little bit, you can take your footage and make it look a lot better. So we can see, again, my footage here is a little gray, not perfect. What I'm gonna do is start going through these settings over here and adjusting them so they look a little bit better. Now, there is an auto setting in here, but I'll be brutally honest with you, I never get what I'm looking for through auto. I like to start down here and adjusting my exposure, my contrast, my highlights, and my shadows. And what I'm looking for is three things: highlight, midtone, and shadow. What I want this to be like is where I can see myself and I can see depth happening behind me. So I'm coming forward and things are falling back in the back. So maybe I bring up my lightness a little bit. I can turn my exposure down a little bit here. I'm gonna bring my contrast up a little bit. And then once I start getting it pretty close to where I want it, I like to come up here to temperature, tint, and saturation. Now, some people like to start with this. Personally, I just like to go down here to light first, then to color. And for me, since I'm so pale, I always have to brighten myself up a little bit and give myself a little bit of warmth in here and make it where I look a little bit less dead. So if you happen to be pale like me, you might need to turn this up. If you come out a little too bright in your colors, maybe it's a bright sunny day and it makes you look a little bit orange, you might need to cool that off a little bit. You can do that. Now, I have some pretty good looks going on here, but if you're not sure what this looks like, up here at the top, there's a little FX button. And if I toggle that, we can see, look at that. Look at how much better that looks. It gives it depth. It gives it contrast. We can see blacks, whites. We can see everything coming together to create a really nice depth in our piece. Now, like I said, down here, there is a lot more options. So if you really get into this, let's say you like editing with curves in Photoshop, you can do that. 90% of you probably won't need these settings, but there is one thing that I really like to use down here whenever I'm doing a talking head piece, and that is vignette. So if I come down here to vignette, I can adjust the amount. If I go to the right, it lightens it, or to the left, it darkens it. I like to darken it. And then I can choose where the midpoint of that is, the roundness of that, and also how hard or soft this is. And what this does is if I'm almost in the center of this footage here, it will add a bit of darkness around me and make me come forward in space. So again, to go up to that FX, take a look at this. When I turn that off, the big difference there. If I want to see just the vignette off, I can do the switch here. Look at the difference that makes. It really helps your footage stand out and look better as you're doing it. Takes it from a cell phone shot piece to something that looks like it fits in on YouTube or other social media platforms. Well, that's about it for this week. Can't wait to see you again next week for another quick tip.